Hey everyone, here's an update on the Advocacy Subcommittee's work for 2021. As a reminder, this team's work focuses on two things. Our main goal, as always, advocating for concrete in the building system. And two, collaboration with partners on concrete's role in the local economy. A few themes I've noticed in this year's work. Uncertainty. Our political environment is changing, and things on the COVID front are ever-changing. It remains a challenge to keep people focused and hold a meeting in any traditional format. Sustainability. I've seen more time and energy spent on this topic this year alone than in the past 5 years combined. This is a great opportunity to share our story, yet now more than ever, we need to be focused as sustainability is not a nice to have, but a must in our messaging. Some of the work we've completed this year. Mass timber and concrete's inclusion in this movement. We had another meeting with the mass timber implementation team. If you recall, this is the group that is led by Ravi Kahan. Racy and I, in partnership with the BC Stone, Sand and Gravel Association, met with Jeff Vassy, the Assistant Deputy Minister for Mass Timber Implementation, and Jared Hutchinson, Executive Director, Building and Safety Standards Branch. Our concerns are obvious, as much of the public messaging makes it sound like everything will be built from timber. We know that is not the case. Wood does have its place in the building system, but so does concrete. We made it clear that concrete and aggregate industries in BC operate over 110 plants and employ over 9,500 people with a $1.5 billion economic impact. Further, with our ties to the cement industry, we influence an additional 23,000 jobs and some additional $11 billion in economic contribution. Not to mention, the products and jobs we impact are BC-based. Our asks of this team were as follows. We need action. There is tremendous pressure on the construction industry to become greener and innovate. Yet the pace of change is slow. Jeff committed to a seat at the table for demonstration projects this fall. They have an innovation team and session aimed at speeding up adoption rates of existing practices and reducing barriers for new ideas. Collaboration. How do we get a seat at the table to maximize the wins for all? There's 4 demonstration projects and 8 true construction opportunities that we can take part in. We'll be given feedback on these projects. And then finally, innovation. We can help to solve some of the issues we see in the construction industry and shorten the path to implementation. We have market-ready solutions, such as lower carbon concretes and optimized supply processes. These gentlemen are tasked with implementation of mass timber, but Jared Hutchinson is also the leader of the Building Safety and Standards Group. He is an important ally to influence standards in general. He noted that decarbonizing building materials is the new direction, and they're developing a team in the fall to table ways to decarbonize and look even further into embedded carbon. This is our future, and the calculations are becoming more clear for many building materials thought to be pure. Another great meeting we had on material selection, specification, and shortages faced by the industry was with the road builders. They invited us to support the BC Road Builder and Ministry of Transport Joint Bridge Builder Committee in May. We support the concrete teams and the general contractors with regards to material supply over the long term. We made the message very clear about fly ash shortages and future of this material in the building system, as it is changing. It is not as abundant as it used to be, and with the future of coal-fired power, alternate solutions will be needed. We discussed the suitability of alternative materials such as slag, but also the time needed for producers to deal with such changes and the impacts on costs. We also saw an opportunity to push the discussion on the use of GUL cements on Ministry of Transport work. Again, with pressure on CO2 impacts on construction materials, GUL cements are a solution to reduce impacts. GUL is becoming the most available cement in the market. We are asking Ministry of Transport to allow this flexibility so our members can continue to make quality products for transportation programs. Concrete Wins Program. This is a program that was developed by the Cement Association of Canada and Eastern Canada, and it has developed some great unified actions for concrete and concrete-related industries. Really, the goal is to rally the voice of the collective industries that make all these products. We are at times stronger as one. We have begun this process in BC to support some common goals on sustainability, product messaging, and really anything that makes concrete win for us all. Our goal is a unified messaging when it is right to join forces, especially in the political arena. We hope in time we can develop a broader working group of associations in BC to build this messaging and lobbying power. A final word on advocacy and collaboration. Concrete BC continued its membership in the Pacific Northwest Building Resilience Coalition. This past summer, the coalition partnered with the Pacific Northwest Economic Region to host 4 webinars on the pathway to resilience and carbon neutrality. The series focused on how the cement and concrete industry provides resilience to the effects of climate change while lowering CO2 emissions in line with national and international greenhouse gas emission reduction targets. This group has also announced a 2021 Economic Leadership Forum. It will be held in Vancouver, BC on November 17 through 19. We are building a consistent presence and profile with these key legislators to educate the industry's path to carbon neutrality and concrete's vital role in resilient infrastructure. Thank you. And as always, I hope you are all safe and well and had a great summer.